Warning, this bike channel is my midlife crisis. Welcome to Daily Neighborhood Ride. We're kind of in mud season right now. Can't talk with that on. So waiting for the trails to dry out. So I thought we'd take a look back at some of my history with bikes and an old childhood photo album of mine and a box of goodies I found. And I found this old photo album that I had. I'm a rad bum. Amy grips, BMX, Odie mushroom grips. Prepare for some radical stuff. Starting with like my third bike, I think. First bike was a tiny little bike with training wheels. I learned to ride when I was 5. And then my second bike was a Montgomery Ward's. I don't even remember what it was called, but that was my first real 20-inch bike. And then into the Schwinn that you're gonna see. Let's check that out, and we'll see what's in the box. All right, here I am around 10 years old. I got Haro and electrical tape written on the back of my plate. Haven't done any racing at this point. It's my first real bike, a Schwinn. I think the frame was like a Schwinn SX 200 or something. It's basically like a scrambler. The mag wheels, the tough wheels. I think those were Skyways. This was like my 10th birthday. Here's my cousin and I. He's got a Schwinn Predator there. We're about the same age, but he started racing a little before me. He got a quad angle. And I got a PK Ripper. So yeah, freestyle's just becoming a thing. Got the Z rims on the bike now. Still no racing or anything. Nice short shorts. But yeah, just riding around the neighborhood. We had this lot like a block away that we called the jumps. A bunch of jumps there. So we'd ride there. Got my Cook's Brothers plate. This guy right here is named Bo. He showed up one day at the jumps with a Race Incorporated and a PK Ripper. He was pulling like 360s. And yeah, he inspired us. That's what made me want to get a PK Ripper. So here's my very first race. This was in Marine on the St. Croix. I'm number 4. I got a PK Ripper now, and I'm 12 years old. And very first race, and I was nervous, wasn't sure. Joined the ABA that day, and ended up coming home with the first place trophy. And my buddy Andy, he took 3rd place. He was racing in the division age class. He was a year or 2 older than me. Got my good Oliver, John Denver look going on. I'm in like 6th or 7th grade there, 12 years old. So this is 1984. And I raced for just that one summer. Marine was the first race, then started racing around the Twin Cities. Just racing novice, wasn't anything. Got the local bike shop to help me out with the jersey there, and took a first place trophy here, I think. The PK Ripper. This is somewhere like Richfield or something maybe. Yeah, this guy Bo though, he taught us how to ride it. He had a quarter pipe in his yard too. Taught us how to ride. He would come around, we'd play follow the leader around the neighborhood and stuff. He had to do all the tricks that the guy in front had to do. If you put your foot down, you went to the back of the line. Oh, it's a nice pose there. So I'm like 13 years old here, I think 7th grade. And I only raced for that one summer. I think I only raced like 7 times. And I got wiped out once. And other than that, I brought home 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, I think. And 1 did not finish. So there's Bo, Andy, and myself sitting around waiting to race. I think that's kind of why I started to get out of racing. Was you'd go, you have to pay entrance fee, you had to get driven there, and you'd sit around and wait. This was at the jumps, a block away from my house. No helmets, just catching some air on a little double there. Oh. Yep, 1984 racing, coming over. Nice crouch there. Here's that trophy from my first race, 1984 in Marine, first place. Tiny little thing. Cool. We got the Bob Harrell poster. Saw him ride in '84. Signed by Bob and Rich Seeger, Ronnie Wilton. Cool. Over here we got Dave Nuri, Brian Beithler, Ron Wilkerson down there. All signed, 1985. Oh, here's the trophy from when I'm sitting in front of the van. North Star, first place. I didn't race very often, very much. It was just that summer of 1984. It was the second place, 1984. Another second place. 2 firsts, 2 seconds. This was a double points race, I think, so 3rd place, but it's the biggest trophy. 1, 2, so 4, 5. This was a race where you didn't get trophies because they donated the money. Oh, 3rd place. So 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. And one race was I didn't finish because I got wiped out on the starting gate. And that was my racing summer. That was it. Then it was all about freestyle after that. So let's get into the freestyle portion of it. Show you everything I found in the chest, all my old freestyle apparel. So then 1985 rolls around and I sell the PK Ripper that I had to my friend. This was a ramp I had in my backyard. It was a 6-foot ramp. Sold that PK Ripper, bought a Haro Sport, and wanted to build a new ramp. My parents were like, get rid of the old ramp and you can build a new ramp in the backyard. So here we are on the Haro Sport. This was the Stillwater paper. We were messing around downtown. Photographer came by, took our picture, said I was doing a fancy wheelie. Trick was called a lawnmower. And nothing like the tricks they do today. It's pretty funny. So we roll the old quarter pipe away here down to a neighbor, another friend's house, so we can build this new ramp in my backyard. This is me on top of the ramp. And now we're painting it. This was 12 feet wide, 9.5 feet tall, I want to say. 9.5 or 10. Had like 6 inches of vert. So it was all about freestyle now instead of racing, because you could do it anywhere. Didn't have to pay a fee. Just a lot easier. Do it when and where you want. So it was nice to have a ramp though. Here's the first hit. not even getting above the top of the ramp. I'm just posing on the top. So, 1985, I approached the Time Out Sports Bike Shop and we start this little team, work out a deal to kind of put on some exhibitions and get kind of a co-sponsorship through Bike Shop in Haro. I think they actually sold quite a few Haro bikes because of us. Some more photos here and hitting the ramp in the backyard. We did build a half pipe too, but I don't have many photos riding the half pipe we had. I think I have an old VHS tape somewhere I'll have to dig out. It has some stuff on it from that. But yeah, crazy. This is like, this is at the bike shop, I think, in the parking lot, doing a little exhibition. This would have been 85, maybe even 1986. It's like, the white wheels were 85 for sure, the green were 85 and 86. Then I went to some spoked Peregrine wheels. It's funny to look at some stuff. I think that bike weighs like 43 pounds or something. Something ridiculous. It was fun though. So I would have been like 14, 15. This was some photos from riding in a exhibition in Lake Elmo. No helmet. This was at the bike shop again. This is our portable ramp, the one that you can take apart and put in the back of a truck. It's like 6 feet wide, 8 feet tall. That's what this is here in the Lumberjack Day Parade. This picture was from the paper, and this would have been 1986, right here. Right, I think this is when I was just learning how to do a can on the ramp, just getting above the vert. I got quite a bit better at those. So I started to get pretty good where I could get 6 or 7 feet over the vert eventually. I don't know why I don't have more video and pictures of that stuff. Wasn't as easy to take pictures as it is today. This is probably only about 4 feet out, 3 or 4 feet over the vert right here. Let's see what's in this old chest I found. I found that Cook's Brothers plate that was on my bike too, and yeah, sold that one. Not sure what this hat was the first time, but I put a Vans sticker on it, made it my own Vans hat. It's like a paper hat. Very cool. Let's try that one on. All right, yeah. Little helmet. Ramp Riders Club, 1986. Get crazy. An Odyssey sticker on there too. All right, what else we got in here? I got some leathers. Some Mode 3 Haro. Don't know if I'll be able to get back in those or not. Even older pair. Definitely could not put those on. I only rode those. I only wore those freestyle, and I never wore those racing. What else we got? Oh, some Haro gloves. Haro elbow pads. I need to get a mannequin and dress him up with all this stuff. Here's our old jersey from riding from the bike shop. Haro. Timeout Sports. That was our little exhibition team. Old checkered neck pad. Yeah, it's cool to still have this stuff, and I still have my old Haro Sport bike. Still got the old bike. Got it hanging up right now. And my signed Ron Wilkerson poster. Thanks for watching Daily Neighborhood Ride. If you like the old BMX stuff, let me know. If you're an old BMXer, what'd you ride? All right, ride on.